Yeah, gang, you already know the vibes. Stay locked in.
Stay locked in. Yeah, you know the vibes.
Yeah. Gang, what's going on? Another vibe. It's your boy Kah'mi back with another video. And today my daughter is irked. I'm not even trying to be like her, but I don't know.
Irked? I know you didn't just see it.
Why can't you see?
Because it was cute.
I don't know why I'm acting like I'm so tall, gang. All I gotta do is pull this up. I'm not that tall. Alright, gang, so I know y'all probably like, where the fuck am I at? Why the fuck do I got this hoodie on? I got the hoodie on because I'm from Philly and I just was finishing doing a tattoo. And it's always hoodie season in Philly, but I'm giving y'all this vid because it's probably gonna be like the last couple videos. It's probably gonna be the last couple videos that I made at this resident, and I just want to have this to look back on and just understand all the shit that I had went through, all the shit that I had to go through to get to my next level of life. So if you're new here, thanks for hopping on. If you're not new here, I really appreciate you being here. I'm the best trans man in West Philly. I'm 2 years and 9 months into my transition. I started transitioning in December 2020. Yeah, December 15th, 2020. I think, anyway. Yeah, something like that. But I've been getting a lot of questions lately asking me about as far as my transition. Like a lot of I guess trans men or non-binary people been hitting me up on the gram, TikTok. A couple people hit me up on here, and they was asking me. They said they wanted to start their transition. They didn't know where. They didn't know what to do, and that was me at first. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people was asking me, how did I actually start the process? Like, what did I do? And that was exactly what I was doing when I first started, when I realized I wanted to transition, because a lot of people was like, not gatekeeping, but they just wasn't telling me exactly what I needed to do. So in this video, y'all just stick with me. I'm gonna give y'all the exact step that I took to transition from female to male. I'm still going through the transition. I'm currently residing in Philadelphia, so it might be, the rules might be a little bit different wherever you at. I know they differ from state to state, city to city, but in my city, in my hood, this is exactly what I did to transition from female to male. So the first step I did, this is all physical. We're not talking no mental, we're not talking we're getting right down to the nitty gritty. So the first thing I did in December, I was calling around trying to figure out how can I medically transition. So I first started with my primary care doctor. I have Aetna. I've been had Aetna for the last 9 years. That's the health insurance that I have. Aetna PPO. I don't know if that make a difference, but I'm just letting y'all know what I had and what I used as far as my transition. So I went to my doctor. I told my doctor, my primary care doctor, exactly what I wanted to do. And at the time, my doctor didn't offer any services for transgender people. So I reached out to someone else. I actually reached out to a what's it called? A top surgeon in Philly. And I already was committed to getting surgery. So I feel like, well, I'm already about to get it, so let's get that. I was about to get surgery before I was even before I even started testosterone, but unfortunately it didn't work that way. So I found a clinic in Philadelphia that serviced transgender people, which was, I went to Temple for my testosterone. So I went to Temple University. Is located in North Philly. I went there and I had my first appointment. Well, I call her my T doctor. I had my first appointment with my T doctor, and I think it was No. Yeah, that was all this happened in December. So I had my first appointment with her, and I had to get, I told her my story, I told her what was going on, the fuck was going on, what I wanted to do, and I wanted to start medically transition. Before she wrote the prescription for me to medically transition, I had to get a letter from a therapist. So I found a therapist in West Philly. They're actually not there no more, it's vacant, but I guess you can Google different gender affirming care, like gender affirming the therapist in Philly. But the one I went to at the time, it was located at 48th and Spruce. And how I found out about it, because if y'all don't already know, that I deliver mail in West Philadelphia, and this was actually on my route. So I used to pass the shit every day, and I never paid it no mind up until the time that I actually needed it. So I talked to her, I spoke with her. The first visit, I think the first visit was like, I had to pay, I think it was like $50, and then once I got the letter, I had another visit. So altogether I paid like $100 for 2 visits. It was more, but I had insurance, like I told y'all. So I think the $20 was just like deductible or something like that. But I did end up getting a letter from her. So I got a letter from that therapist. I took it to my T doctor, and within like, I say less than a week, I got my first prescription for testosterone. So I'm still on a very low dose of testosterone. I take my prescription of Rite Aid on 68 from Woodland. You feel me? They take Aetna. The way my prescription is set up, I take it on a weekly basis, so I get enough in a month. I get enough for 4 weeks. So when I go get I got a prescription for 1 month supply of testosterone. I got 4 needles at the time, and every time my 4 weeks is up, I go back, I get a new prescription, same doctor, she send it over, I go pick it up. So I started my transition in December. Now I'm on testosterone. Now I'm going to get top and bottom surgery, but I got top surgery first. So I went to the University of Penn. The doctor name was Dr. Joshua Fosno. I was going to go with another doctor that was at the University of Jefferson, but a lot of trans men had like bad reviews for her, so I didn't want to use her. Like, I mean, some of her own clients didn't even want me to go to her. So I'm like, maybe I should listen and not go to them. So I end up going with Dr. Joshua Fosno. He don't really have no like result pages, none of that. But I was in at the time, I think I'm still in there. I'm in this group on Facebook, this private Facebook group, and I seen some of the results from some of the clients that some of his patients. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm rocking out. I was already committed, so I'm like, fuck it, y'all can take these joints off, bro. Like, I trust you. So I didn't really see too many of his personal results, like pictures in his office and no shit like that, but I did see, like, I was plugged in by a couple of his patients and that was in the group. So that whole process is lit. When I went to the University of Penn, they got my pronouns right. It was so nice and clean, nice and smooth. The bedside manners was amazing. They never got my gender wrong. They never misgendered me. They just made me feel like who I am. You feel me? Like, it's kind of hard to find that vibe because everywhere you go, it's like, excuse me, miss, excuse me, sir. Like, I'm 2 years into my transition and this shit's still happening. I'm used to it at this point. Like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. But that's just been the vibe. So I got top surgery. I was healed by 6 weeks. I did have like a small like build up on the left side, but they just drained it and I was okay. So I say by 7-8 weeks I took an extra like week or two because honestly I was scared. Every time I lift my arms up, it felt like I was ripping my scars. So that's why I was a little bit cautious, but I really could have went back to work in 6 weeks. I just was scared, and because I had that little small hematoma, I was just trying to be I was trying to give my chest a little bit more time to heal. But when I went back to work, I was back regular duty, not no light duty. I just went and jumped right back in. I should have probably just did my 8 hours and went home, but I was right on the overtime list, staying there 10, 12 hours a day, like nothing never happened. I do not have bottom surgery yet, but the only reason, honestly, I don't have it, for one, life happened. The goal was for me to get bottom surgery 6 weeks after I got, 6 weeks after I got top surgery. I mean, after I healed, and you can't get bottom surgery until 6 months from the time you got top surgery. So once that 6 months for me would have been, I got it in June. So I got it June 2021. So December 2021, I was supposed to start my first stage of bottom surgery, but that's when I found out my niece had cancer. Oh yeah, you found it? Where was it? For real? Really? Yo, I appreciate you, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. If I had some money in my pocket, I would give it to him, but I really don't. I only got like ones. I don't want to disrespect him. But long story short, I'm gonna cut y'all off real quick. I lost my wallet. He said my wallet was in the middle of the street. He just came and gave it to me. So whoever they took the money out and just threw the wallet. He went through it and knocked on my door and gave it to me. I'm gonna find him again. He live around here, so I'm gonna definitely find him again. Cause he don't even understand. I'm in the process right now of fixing my credit up, so to lose my ID. I mean, I still got all my credit cards and all that stuff. New credit cards and I got everything new. So just in case, new bank cards and all that shit, just in case. But it looked like somebody just took my money out and threw it back in the street. It looked like I probably just dropped it getting off the car, but that was a blessing that he gave it back. But anywho, let's get back on topic. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna find it, man. I'm just making a video right now. Long story short, I found out my niece had cancer, so that's the only reason why I didn't start my bottom surgery at that moment, because my mother is the one that cared for her. Like, she is grown, like she got kids, a husband and all that, but her family, she moved to Florida. They was going through it back and forth. Her husband was just ghetto, and my family is ghetto, so she ended up coming here. So I had to kind of put my whole transition in the back burner. Like, it's only right. Like, my niece is dying, so I had to do what I had to do. So, and a couple, like, it was so much going on. I had to get custody of her daughter. I was still taking my testosterone, but I wasn't focusing on nothing else but making sure that my niece get buried properly and making sure my mom was okay through the process, because that was like, she kind of lost a daughter, not a granddaughter, because my mom is the one that raised her. Only to find out my mom had cancer as well. So, like, this is why my bottom surgery has been on the back burner for the last damn near 2 years, because a lot of life has been life, and I gotta be real with y'all, you feel me? So, I don't have it yet, but it was really simple. Like, I don't know why people be gatekeeping about how the transition. It's not as hard as I thought. I'm not gonna lie. When I was trying to figure out how to get testosterone and all that, everybody that I asked, I'm not saying that, maybe it was busy, but I don't know. It's really not that hard, gang. You really just, and now that I'm 2 years in, my actual primary care doctor, they do have gender affirming care, so I literally could just go right to my primary care. I don't even have to keep going to Temple, which is all the way down North Philly, you feel me? I'm from West Philly, so, but everything been cool. Just make sure you don't pick Rite Aid as your, like, preferred pharmacy, because it's fucking ghetto. And I showed you, I think I should give you a video of how ghetto it is trying to get my medicine. It's always some weird shit, bro. I keep saying I'm gonna switch it, but once I get it, I don't worry about it no more until I gotta go back and get the shit. So if I was you, if I could do anything differently, the only thing I would do differently is just pick another pharmacy, because Rite Aid is fucking ghetto. I don't know if it's just because it's Rite Aid in the trenches, but I'm not sure if all Rite Aids is like that, but ours is fucking ghetto. Between to get the prescription and the shit that they be saying, it's always like, my doctor said this, my doctor said this, Rite Aid said this, my doctor said this, and then boom, I get it. I'm so tired of going through that, but I've been literally doing it for 2.5 years now, and I'm just used to it. I already know once I run out, it's gonna be some weird shit. So that's not like when I run out like every 4 months. They like when you go to Temple, if you got the doctor that I got, I forgot her name actually, but she'll give you like she'll give you a prescription. You'll get a few refills, and then you gotta get another appointment, and then you gotta get your you're supposed to get your levels checked like I think it's every 3 months. So once you get your levels checked again, then you can just get another prescription. But it's really simple, and the best part about it for me, because I'm a busy ass person, is the fact that the appointments is virtual. So you just literally, most of the time I be on my phone in the mail truck. Daughter is jumping up and down for what? I don't know. But anywho, and she's still doing it. But long story short, it's really not hard. You get your appointment, tell the doctor what's going on. I can't say all doctors is like this. A lot of doctors want you to go like through therapy for a certain amount of time. Now, I feel like they already they not putting people through that much, because a lot they saying like the suicide rate from people not being able to take their medication in the transgender community is really high. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons, but it really wasn't hard for me. The moment I called up, from the time I called and actually got the prescription, it was literally less than a month. Not even a month, probably like 2 weeks. I probably got the appointment on the 1st, and by the 15th I was literally taking my first shot. So that might help somebody, I don't know, but it's really not hard. I don't a lot of people was hitting me up on the gram and TikTok, so I'm like, let me make a video real quick. I thought I addressed this when I first transitioned, but maybe it was old and they ain't feel like going to look through it, so I felt like I'm gonna give y'all another vid. But that's it, gang. It's really simple. I don't have bottom surgery yet, so I can't even really go into that whole process. I feel like I'm gonna be a fraud, but I've been doing my research on it. I know so much about it. I feel like I can give y'all that, but I'm never gonna sit here and act like an expert over something that I've never been through. So I'm not about to sit here and give y'all any recommendations on bottom surgery. Like, I can say for myself that Dr. Joshua Fosno, he the man for real. Like, that, his whole staff, like, not just him. The only ghetto part was for me in the beginning was I kept calling him because I was trying to see if Aetna was going to approve my top surgery, and I literally had to pay nothing. Zero. I think I paid like $50 for like a copay, but other than that, that shit was free. So, and y'all know where I work at, the United States Colt. So I don't know, if you don't want to pay for it, go work there, let them get your surgery done and quit. I think Amazon do too. I'm not giving no advice, but I'm just saying that is an option if like you just can't come up with the money, because I know a lot of people don't have insurance, but that's the way. They paid for it. I got it. I got the proof. I got the scars. I got the scars to prove it. Y'all can see my scars is sturdy, gang. Like, it's dark. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really keloid. It's just a keloid, like a teeny bit, but for the most part, it's cool. I don't have like those dog ears and none of that. Like, he did his big one. I was outside the next, probably, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I was outside probably like day 3 because I got tired of sitting on my ass. I wasn't doing nothing. I think I would just walk to the poppy store, but I ain't had no shirt on. I just had my shit ran. It looked like I got shot. It didn't even look like I had surgery. It looked like I got shot, bro. I was out here. I couldn't wait. By the 3rd appointment, I was showing up at the appointment with damn near no shirt on. I was outside, and then I got leather seats in my car, so I was sticking to the motherfucking leather, bro. It was a lot going on. But long story short, it really don't take much. It don't take much. You just need a letter from a therapist. And I would drop the names of the therapist. If y'all want me to drop the names, I can go find her name in my email. But I really don't have her name right on hand. But I know exactly where I got it from. So if y'all need it, maybe if y'all want to get the letter from her, maybe she not at that same location in Philly. She not at the location because they're actually about to build apartments up where the doctor's office was. So, I mean, where the therapy office was. So, I know for sure that they're not there. But maybe if y'all want her name or information, I could drop it. Just drop it in the comment section below. And I got y'all, gang. All right, make sure y'all stay locked in, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, gang. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I got so much going on, and I don't want y'all to miss out. Hit that subscribe button. It's free, bro. Like, why are you not subscribed to the greatest trans man channel on this app? I don't have as many subscribers as a lot of y'all, but I'm working on it. So make sure y'all stay locked in.